Hello and welcome to ENN, the Exotic News Network. Here with your daily dose of all things exotic, I'm Joe Exotic, and this is the 6 o'clock update. And not only are COVID cases continuing to rise in the U.S., we've surpassed 3 million, but worries are also growing about the rise in violent crime in some major cities. New York reported 205 shootings last month, the most in 24 years. This past holiday weekend was especially violent. 40 people were wounded in New York. In Chicago, at least 17 were shot to death, including a 14-year-old and a 7-year-old. 63 others were wounded. And Atlanta's mayor angrily called for people to stop shooting each other up on our streets after an 8-year-old girl died in a shooting near protests at the Wendy's where Rayshard Brooks was killed by police. Well, Don, things are getting tough. We need to find a solution that doesn't involve pulling a trigger. Yeah, it's got me scratching my head, too. You know who else is doing their part to stay safe during this pandemic? Nudists. Yep. Turns out the people who don't like to wear clothes are still willing to wear masks. And that's the word from the nudist resorts across the country. Well, at least they're still getting lots of vitamin D from the sun to help them stay healthy. Gives a whole new meaning to tan lines, huh, Don? There you go. Covering their faces, but not their private places. I want to thank you folks for tuning in, and I invite you to join me here every night at 6 p.m. for another exotic update. And always remember, never marry a woman called Carol Baskin. In fact, if you ever meet her, turn around and run. Don't walk, run the other way. And in the words of my good buddy Don, where there's a will, there's a way.